Welcome to New Orleans, Louisiana, Cajun country, as the Queen City Corsairs get ready to take on the New Orleans Pharaohs. You are watching SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Rich Pratchett here tonight, your play-by-play commentator. I don't know who I am. Stephen Hacker sitting next to me in the booth, my color commentator tonight, or Stephen Mullinex. I don't know who anybody is tonight, Stephen.
That's all right. You're trying to take my job, Rich?
I'm trying.
Can't believe you. Hey, man, great to be here. Look, I think this is the best game of the Monday night slate. The #1 offense in the SFL out of New Orleans facing the #1 defense, Queen City Corsairs. Can't wait to get this one popping.
This should be a fun game. Queen City coming in 1-1. They coming off a loss to Vancouver and New Orleans, 2-0 at the top of that top of the standings, up there with a few other teams. It is time for the toss. And the Pharaohs lose the toss. Corsairs elect to kick off, so they'll start on defense. The Pharaohs will start off on offense, and we'll see what Xander Gold can come out and do. Logan Jack, the halfback, Matt Wolf, the wide receiver, and Deezer Powell, the other side wide receiver.
Yeah, this was an electric offense for New Orleans. Scoring offense, #1 in the league, averaging 34 points a game.
So here we go. It is Monday night, and it is time for some football. Queen City kicking it off, and we are underway. Kickoff comes down at the 10-yard line. Brings it out to just short of the 30 at the 29. And that will be where New Orleans will take over. New Orleans will take over. Aaron Arrington on the return. So Xander Gold comes in. He is 74 for 85, 716 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Only 3 interceptions. He drops back, looking to throw on first down. Throws deep over the middle. Incomplete. And into coverage there.
Yeah, dangerous pass there by Gold, but not typical of what he's done this season so far through 2 games. 87% completion rating. That's #1 in the SFL. Of course, you got to remember they go to their halfback a lot as a receiving option out of the backfield. Logan Jack, expect to see him a lot on the ground and through the air.
2nd down and 10 for the Pharaohs. 2 backs behind Gold. Looking to throw. Throws to the right-hand side. It's complete, but he is stopped short. That's Deezer Powell. Gain of 9. Stopped out there by Doty and Pharaoh Reigns.
Excuse me there, Rich. Yeah, Powell, what an amazing addition coming over from Oklahoma City this offseason. This guy has been absolutely electric as a deep threat.
3rd down and 1, going to throw on 3rd down, goes to the left-hand side. It is complete for a first down to Matt Wolf. Dunkley on the tackle.
Yeah, really surprised to see the Corsairs playing back so much. You know, they've also scouted the tape. They know New Orleans can really throw the ball down the field and deep with the best of them here in the SFL, willing to give them those short out routes and hope they make a mistake.
1st down and 10 from the 43. Single back. Drops back to throw. Throws over the middle. It's complete. Nice catch going up for that one is Deezer Powell. It's it out to the 37-yard line, 1st down.
Well, through 2 games here with the Pharaohs, 370 yards of receiving by Powell, which is just an incredible number. Nearly 200 yards of receiving a game so far. What a debut for him.
So 1st down and 10 for the Pharaohs in Corsairs territory. Going to throw it long again. Complete once again to Matt Wolf. Another 1st down into the red zone.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised. They're attacking what is the 5th best passing defense in the SFL, only allowing 228 yards a game. So really, the Pharaohs coming out here and attacking the strength of this Corsairs defense.
Yeah, the Pharaohs going right in the middle, right on that post route. Going to the outside this time, though, out of the backfield. runs over the defender, forced out of bounds. That's Logan Jack. Big, tough run after catch there.
Yeah, it shows you a little bit of that grown man strength and the exact reason why they like to go to him as a receiving option. He can break that first tackle, and he can get you a lot of those extra yards. And look, you may be surprised to hear this. The leading receiver here for the Pharaohs is their running back, Jack.
Yeah, I saw that stat. They do go to him quite a bit coming out of the backfield. They're going to go to him again, but it is knocked down at the line of scrimmage by the defensive end, Tad Myers.
Yeah, Myers, the 6'5", 295-pound defensive end, able to get that big paw up there and knock down what probably looked like to me, Rich, was going to be a sure touchdown.
Oh, yeah. He was Logan Jack had all kinds of room to run. So 2nd down and goal from the 3. Xander Gold up under center. Power I. 2 receivers. He's going to go to Logan Jack out of the backfield into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Yeah, and that's just textbook. The strong power O there, pulling the guard around to block and just giving Jack a clear lane to the end zone, making it look easy on this first series. Rich, man, can you just they showed you just now why they're the #1 offense in the league. They passed, they ran when they needed to, they used their running back as a receiver out of the backfield. Everything clicking here early for the Pharaohs.
Not a big problem moving the ball there on that first series, and a nice block from the fullback coming out of the backfield that sprang that touchdown there.
Yeah, fullbacks, in the modern day of the NFL, not a lot of teams are carrying fullbacks nowadays, and we showed you right there on that play the importance of them and what they can do in the running game.
So the extra point is good. 8:29 left in the first quarter. New Orleans takes a 7-0 lead, but we'll see what Queen City can do on their first offensive series. Irvin Brown, the kicker for New Orleans, teeing this thing up. Kickoff comes down around the 10. Sidesteps the first man and brings it out to the 30-yard line, J.K. Johnson. And Queen City will go to work at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the Corsairs struggling really to put up points, averaging just 18 points a game here early into the season. But A.J. Caswell, the man under center, the quarterback, quietly having a really good season. 432 yards, 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
Caswell with Ash Odom dotting the I there in the I formation. Drops back, throws across the middle, complete sidestep, out across midfield, down to the 40. Finally brought down. That's J.K. Johnson. Nice run after catch. Brought down by Aaron Arrington.
Yeah, all of these wide receivers, Rich, are amazingly tall and quick. 6'5", 220 here for Johnson. Really just a missed tackle allows him to get 10 to 15 extra yards there, maybe even more. And, boy, just so quick. Reminiscent of Calvin Johnson, just big, tall, and fast.
Put some moves on there, too, just a little bit. First down and 10 in New Orleans territory at the 39-yard line. Single back. Twins to the left. Going to hand it off there, going right up the middle. Ash Odom's going to get 6 on that one. 2nd and 4 from the 32.
Yeah, Odom, a Pro Bowler from last year. In fact, this Corsairs team has 4 Pro Bowlers on its roster, 2 on offense, 2 on defense.
Twins to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs behind Caswell. Going to go to Odom again, right up the middle, has the first down. Gets the ball down to the 25-yard line before he stopped.
Well, Odom, we know him as a guy that delivers punishment on the regular. This guy likes to dole it out as much as he's given it. And for a long time, this guy's been just a terrific running back here in the SFL. Actually kind of surprised he only has 120 yards rushing on the season through 2 games so far.
Yeah, I was surprised by that stat when I looked at it. I would have expected a lot more out of him so far this season. He's going to throw to the left-hand side. It is complete, knocked out of bounds right there. That's Stephen Hacker. Knock him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and Queen City's in the red zone.
Well, just a terrific corner route there that got Hacker really free in the zone, and then it's just pitch and catch by Caswell, who delivers it to the outside shoulder, but honestly could have delivered it within a big catch radius, and Hacker would have came down with it. But, boy, here they go. These offenses have just been explosive here in the first quarter, and now we are in the red zone here for Queen City.
Two backs, twins to the right. Going to throw, short drop, goes left again, complete, and Hacker steps out of bounds after making that catch, gain of 6. Second and goal from the 4.
Excellent route there by Hacker. Actually went inside towards the line of scrimmage and then came back out, and there was just nobody around him. Just too bad his momentum took him out of bounds. He may have been able to turn that one upfield and get in the end zone.
Going single back, twins to the left this time. 4 down up front for the Pharaohs. Linebackers are going to show blitz. Drops back, looking to throw, throws left into the end zone. Are they going to count that one? Touchdown. I did not see a signal. I was looking for it.
Yeah, and you were right to pause there, Rich, because I'm not sure if he, actually got his toes down. Looked like he did, but here we'll get a replay. Excellent catch. Looks like he does get those tippy toes in. That's a touchdown. And honestly, they ran 2 out routes, one on the left, one on the right. Both of them were open.
Nice catch and nice footwork there by Stephen Hacker to get that one down in the end zone. So extra point pending to tie this one up. Ricky Matthews, the kicker for the Pharaohs. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's good. 6:04 left in the first quarter, and we are tied at 7 here in Cajun country. Nice effective offenses from both teams so far, Steven.
Yeah, really running well. I mean, boding well for the offense, maybe not so much for the defenses, but you expected them to start adjusting their game plan a little bit, getting used to what each other's doing, and we'll see better defense, no doubt, as the game progresses.
Kickoff comes down inside the 10-yard line, returned out to the 28. Aaron Arrington on the return again, and that's where the Pharaohs will take over first down and 10 at their own 28. Xander Gold went 5 for 7 on his first series for 62 yards. A lot of passing.
And that wasn't check downs to Jack either. For the most part, it was down the field.
Yes, it was. Going to throw again. Drops back. Throws to the right out to Jack. Gets it out across the 30 to the 35 before he stopped. Gain of 7. Zane Doty on the tackle.
And boy, did he have a convoy in front of him. I actually thought he should have gotten more yards than just 7. If he would have maybe read his blockers a little bit differently, maybe cut back inside, could have really busted that for a much bigger play.
Single back, going to go to him again right out of the backfield. Has the first down out across the 40. Logan Jack with a nice run out to the 42. First down and 10, Pharaohs.
Well, an excellent job of blocking by tackle Corey Page, number 60. Actually, 6'7", 304 is that's a big boy there to have in front of you, but he really picked up a key block there to spring Jack.
Empty backfield, trips to the right this time for Xander Gold. Drops back to throw, throws to the right-hand side. It is complete. It's going to be a gain of 7 for Matt Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf is steady as they come. You know, a lot of SFL receivers, when they have their back to the defense like that, they tend to go back towards the line of scrimmage and turn around in order to see what's in front of them. But just a great job of him instantly turning around and getting a couple extra yak yardage.
Big heavy package in this time for New Orleans. They hand it off to Jack, but he's not going anywhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Avery King. They're going to actually, I think they're going to give him 1, bring up 3rd down and 2.
Well, it's only a matter of time before Avery King flashes in this game. Leads the Corsairs with 21 tackles through 2 games. This guy's an absolute beast and a Pro Bowl.
Drops back to throw. This time going to go to Logan Jack out of the backfield again. Has the first down. Ducks under one tackle. And he is stopped again, Avery King, but not before he gets the first down, and they are in Queen City territory at the 42.
Well, is it any wonder why Jack averages 12 receptions a game? It's just a great security blanket for Xander Gold. And when you can have a key third down conversion try like this, and you can just flip it out to Jack and he gets you 10 yards, it's just an easy decision to make for the quarterback, and one of the reasons why he's completing 87% of his passes right now.
And that was the movement ever scroll block of the game there. Matt Wolf making the block on the outside to spring that first down. Nice block there by Wolf. Going to Jack again out of the backfield. He gets it out close to the 45, or the 35 down to the 36.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that, Rich. These are planned plays. They want to go to Jack as a receiver. They want to get a good screen and a good blocking scheme in front of him, pull those tackles and guards out and try to make that work. And so far, it's worked like magic.
Twins to the right, two backs in the backfield. He's going to throw to the right-hand side. It's complete. Nope, they're going to say incomplete. Did not get his feet down. Intended for Deezer Powell.
Yeah, I've almost given up on trying to decide what's in and what's out. And here we go. Here's a challenge. I think coaches in the SFL feel the same way. Sometimes they don't know what's in and what's out and what constitutes 1 foot in and what doesn't. Here we're going to get a Harry's Close Shave Challenge, our first one of the night, Rich.
Our first Harry's Close Shaves Challenge, and we're looking for those feet. And, oh, that's a close one. Deezer Powell, it looked like he had a foot down to me.
Yeah, you should only have to have one here on the sidelines.
And they are going to overturn the play, and it is complete. So that Harry's Close Shave Challenge is going to be successful there for New Orleans.
Rich, I think that just proves you just can't leave the outcome of this game in the referee's hands. It's just an unknown quantity that you do not want to have to deal with when we come to the end of the game.
I formation behind Gold. He's going to hand it off to Jack, going to the left-hand side, and he's going to get 3. Second down and 7. From shave sets to handles, Harry's provides quality craftsmanship. Made in Germany, we make Harry's products from the finest materials and ingredients to ensure they perform as well as they possibly can. Use the coupon code SimulationFL at purchase from Harry's.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL. Harry's, official razor of the SFL. Going to throw to the left-hand side this time again, complete to Wolf. He's going to be stopped just short of the first down by Avery King and Oscar Dunkley. Bring up third down and 2.
Well, this Corsairs defense is giving New Orleans a lot of slack here and allowing them to make a lot of these short completions. But we've seen the Pharaohs already in this game go down the field and get what they want as well. So really, I think it's just New Orleans is clicking on all cylinders right now and playing that chess game with Queen City to try and test out here if they can get themselves into the red zone.
I formation, 2 receivers to the right for Xander Gold. And drop back to throw. Looks down the middle, throws into the end zone, incomplete. Knocked down by it looked like Farrell Rains.
Yeah, Gold feeling very confident throwing the ball in quadruple coverage out there, and you know, he's been very accurate this season. But boy, that ball would have to be an amazing throw in order to get through that kind of traffic. And a good job there by Queen City, limiting New Orleans here. Well, actually, they're going for it.
They're going for it. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. Are they coming out with a hard count trying to draw them off sides? We'll see what they do. Everybody in close, big, heavy package with a single back. And they're going to call a timeout here. New Orleans will call their first timeout. And I mentioned earlier we had the Everscroll block of the game, but I didn't tell you about Everscroll. So let's talk about that. Everscroll by Movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL Action. Protect them and see every movement by using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from Movement.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership, Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. So here we go, field goal attempt. Irvin Brown, this will be a 40-yard attempt. Snap is there. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is no good off the upright.
Wow. Yeah, just a heartbreaker here for New Orleans and possibly a momentum swing for Queen City as this one doinks out off the upright there. Inches away from being in, inches away from being out. Ultimately dings out and gives all the momentum here to the Corsairs in this offense. It really just went down the field and did whatever they wanted to in the last series.
So A.J. Caswell comes out with trips to the right. Single back, Ash Odom behind him. Going to hand it off to Odom, going to the right-hand side. Breaks a tackle, finally brought down at the 33-yard line. Gain of 3. You know, that's the big debate around the SFL sometimes, especially around draft time. Do you spend money on that kicker, Steven? What's your feeling on that?
Yeah, as the owner of Dallas, I haven't for as long as we've been there because I just find the one that we have adequate. But there are certain times in the game when I feel like I should have paid, as Odom pays the price there at the line of scrimmage, as Mac McDaniel, the rookie, lays the wood. Wow, what a hit.
Man, what a hit. Needed a replay on that one.
Yeah, no doubt. But Mac McDaniel, the rookie, really impressive through 2 games and just showing that he can impose his will when he wants to at points in the game.
Twins to the left, 2 backs back behind Caswell. Drops back to throw, throws it across the middle. It's complete. J.K. Johnson gets the first down out to the 43.
And wow, for Caswell, just an amazing set of wide receivers that he has. Such big targets. All of them 6'5" and 220 pounds or larger. I mean, he just has a plethora of receivers to go to that can get up and go get the ball as he runs a quarterback draw there.
Yeah, I haven't seen that too often. Quarterback
he
draw.
He is a running quarterback.
Yeah,
he's done it in the past for sure.
No gain. No gain on that one. Gary Bertier, I think, is on the stop there. 2nd and 10 for Queen City. Single back. 2 on each side for Caswell. Big drop. Throws to the left. It's almost intercepted in and out of the hands of the receiver. And the defender, Curtis Compton, almost picked it off on the tip.
Yeah, trying to go to Villanueva there. And boy, as an offensive coordinator, that really sticks in your craw because, you know, you do everything you can to try and scheme these wide receivers open. And then if you have a near takeaway there on a bobbled catch, there's just not much you can do about it.
Empty backfield, drops back to throw, throws to the left. It's complete, but Stephen Hacker's momentum takes him out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down and 6. Just didn't get to the sticks there.
Give a lot of credit to the Pharaohs' ability to get pressure on the quarterback, make Caswell feel like he needed to go to his outlet as quickly as possible. You know, Queen City would probably have liked him to maybe hold that ball a second or 2 longer to see if they could find something past the sticks. Unfortunately, there goes for 4th down and 6.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, all tied up, Queen City and New Orleans. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. And we'll move into the second quarter. With a punt from Ricky Matthews from Queen City. Fair catch will be made at the 17-yard line. That'll be a 1st down and 10 for New Orleans. The SFL this season is sponsored by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House, Bit Central, and Fuel. Transforming SFL media in 2019. Harry's, all you need for a close, comfortable shave, and Matt Doyle Designs, official design partner of the SFL. Logan Jack takes the handoff, and he's brought down after a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7.
Excuse me, Rich. Yeah, well, we saw everything from both sides of the ball here in that first quarter, Rich. We saw The offense is really take control early, and then the defenses put the screws down, didn't allow either one to get any points there. And now here on the third series, New Orleans trying to buck the trend a little bit, see if they can get their offense going again.
Short drop, tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Incomplete. Looks like the same defensive end. Tad Myers tipped that one that tipped the last one.
Yeah, he had that big paw that really stopped, prolonged the touchdown there by New Orleans on that first series. And there, I think he might have used his head. I think that might have doinked off his helmet or his shoulder pads there.
Third down and 7 now. Gold in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to throw. Throws a dump-off pass. Trying to get it to Logan Jack, but it's incomplete. Well, I'm surprised he went short like that when 4th down and 7.
Yeah, and he was covered. I mean, strong safety Jack Thomas was in the area ready to maybe at least tackle the guy or come away with the ball. So, yeah, again, I think it comes down to pressure. We're seeing that these two quarterbacks fold a little bit because of the pressure that's coming at them, making some poor decisions on third down that's leading to these 4th down punts.
So the New Orleans punter standing back his own 5-yard line. Try and get this one downfield. Come down just short of the 40-yard line. Short return by J.K. Johnson. And Queen City will start with pretty good field position at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, really good position. Actually, Rich, I wanted to ask you, you asked me about paying a contract out to a kicker. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of misses from these kickers that aren't the non-contract kickers, but I don't know. Intercepted. I almost missed that play. Picked off there by Tank Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett, actually his second interception of the season. The big, strong safety, 6'4", 227. Tank Bennett can cover a lot of ground quickly, and just a nice athletic play there for him to actually go up and catch the ball in his chest while he's in midair. We know these defenders are not known for being really good receivers there, but it looks like Tank Bennett could play both sides of the ball if he wanted to after making that great athletic catch.
Absolutely. So New Orleans will take over now, 1st down and 10 with great field position at their own, or at the Queen City 46. Power I, and it's a free play. Logan Jack is going to gain a couple, but we got some MeUndies laundry on the field. And I think that one's going to go up 5 more yards.
Yeah, I think that's an easy call there. I'll take that 5 yards, make it 1st and 5, and give us half the yardage to get that 1st down and get this series rolling. So Queen City, their first real mental mistake here, and it may give the Pharaohs some much-needed momentum.
MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/SimulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with 100% satisfaction guarantee, free shipping and returns. Signature soft and stretchy MeUndies.
Well, we talk about Logan Jack as probably the best receiving threat out of the backfield here in the SFL, but he has equally shown us that he is a good runner. The rookie, 10th overall pick in the draft, 191 rushing yards through two games. So that's nearly 100 yards of rushing per game, plus all of his receiving production.
And Jack's going to get the 1st down there just as we're standing there talking to him, singing his praises, and he brings the ball out to the 31-yard line, 1st down and 10, New Orleans.
And I love seeing this from New Orleans. There's just so many advantages to running the football. And I'm ironic saying that since in Dallas we didn't run much the last couple of seasons. But ironically, what it really does help you do, Rich, it soaks up that time of possession, which is so important, limiting the opportunities for the other side's offense and keeping your defense fresh for when they have to take the field.
It's going to drop back to throwing to the right-hand side, knocked down by Zane Doty. That was a dangerous throw, too.
Yeah, really lucky that number 21 there, Doty, wasn't looking towards the quarterback. Actually had his back to the quarterback, so he didn't actually see the ball coming in. really just looking more at the receiver to determine if the ball was coming or not. But an opportunity there for Wolf to come away with it, just couldn't find it through the traffic that Doty was providing.
Xander Gold under center, 2 backs behind him, 1 receiver to his left. A drop back to throw, throws to the left-hand side. It is complete. Matt Wolf, but a short gain of 4, bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I know some people roll their eyes at those short out routes like that, especially the ones that go out of bounds, but they do provide a service. Basically, it's like running the football for 4 yards in that case. It makes it a shorter 3rd down attempt and opens up the playbook for more plays to get this conversion.
Single back behind Gold. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Going to throw. Drops back, pump fake, throws over the middle, complete. Down just short of the 10-yard line at the 11. That is Steven Hacker having a great game tonight.
Yeah, that's all about Gold standing in the pocket there, and that actually was number 88, Mickey Bischoff, who actually caught that ball as Hacker plays on Queen.
Yeah,
no problem.
Looking at the wrong side of the roster there for a second, Steve.
Yeah, hey, those 88s, they mesh. Let me tell you what, but Gold delivering on the all slants there. It just had that time in the pocket and held it to the last second.
High formation. Xander Gold drops back, throws to the right, going to Logan Jack coming out of the backfield. Makes a man miss. Just short of the line to gain and bring up 2nd down and inches. Again, yards after catch.
Yeah, it's just not fair as a defensive coordinator having to try and cover Xander Gold and all of his wide receivers, considering the running back as a rusher and try to stop the run, and then they throw it to him out of the backfield. It's just a lot to cover, Rich.
Heavy package in here. Xander Gold drops back to throw. He's going to go to Logan Jack again out of the backfield. Touchdown, Pharaohs.
Yeah, and that's New Orleans bread and butter. They love to throw to the running backs. And look, Queen City's no chump. They've won 4 championships for a reason. They know how to play defense. Just New Orleans played better offense on that series.
Well, he was so wide open there. They were expecting that run with that heavy package, everybody in tight, 1 single back, and he got out there. There was nobody around him. He had to spin around to make that catch. It wasn't a great throw. It was behind him.
Right.
But there was nobody there.
There was just, as you mentioned, they had nobody for 20 yards, it seemed.
So the extra point here. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it's good. So New Orleans takes a 14-7 lead here with 7:20 left in the half. Go back to the kicker conversation that I didn't get to finish because of the interception.
Yeah, sorry I brought that up.
That's all right. I've done 2 games so far, my first 2 games this season so far, that were both decided by a field goal, by contract kickers. So, I kind of lean toward that just a little bit. Without those kickers, without that contract kicker, I don't know that those guys wouldn't have went farther into overtime or wouldn't have won that game.
Well, every owner has to weigh, how important it is to have that star kicker as opposed to maybe having that investment elsewhere on their team, affecting the game in different ways. But yeah, that's the chance that you take with,
right.
The non-contracted kicker is that probably you're just a lot more questionable at the end of the game about whether it's going to go through or not. But I tell you what, when those contract kickers don't make it, I'm upset. I don't even have one.
Oh, yeah. A.J. Caswell drops back to throw on 1st down, going to his running back, Ash Odom, out of the backfield, and he gets hit hard. I think that's Matt McDaniel again on the tackle.
Yeah, and then Queen City taking a page out of what New Orleans has been so successful with in this game. The only difference there, just great individual effort by McDaniel to get around that supposed block and take the running back down for only a 2-yard gain.
2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back. Going to go to Ash Odom out of the backfield, and he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
Tell you what, Rich, this is at least the second, maybe the 3rd time I've seen Odom run into his own guy and really stop his momentum. So I can kind of understand why they've been leaning away from Ash Odom here early.
Drops back to throw, under pressure, throws it deep to the left. Almost picked off into quadruple coverage.
That should have been picked off. That was just a floater and there was 4 Pharaohs defenders available to catch that ball, and they all get in each other's way.
Yeah, yeah.
None of them can come down with it. That's just, well, there's a reason why they're playing defense, Rich.
That's what I've always said. Those cornerbacks are playing back in the secondary for a reason.
Yeah, if you're a cornerback and you can catch, you're playing offense. You're not playing defense.
All right, Queen City will punt it away, standing at his own 26-yard line, or his 16-yard line, sorry. It's going to come down at the 30, bring it out to the 34. And New Orleans will take over first down and 10.
And the Pharaohs know they're playing with fire here. They know what Queen City represents in this league, and they have an opportunity here to go up, possibly up by 14 to go into halftime. They need to try and take it because this Queen City team is a second-half team. They will bounce back on you.
In the shotgun, trips to the left. Xander Gold drops back, looking to throw, throws to the right-hand side. Complete to Logan Jack. He's going to gain 5 before he's stopped. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Jack, maybe the most versatile offensive weapon we have in the league really early here on, through 3 games. Just showing that he just has such an impact, and he needs to, based on the fact that there are only 4 contracted players on the offensive side of the ball.
Empty backfield for Gold. Drops back to throw. Throwing deep to the right. It's complete. Wide open. That's Deezer Powell into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, they got caught, Rich. The fade route by Deezer Powell, the best deep threat in the SFL early on this season's got his 5th touchdown in 3 games. And this one, look at that, 10 yards of separation. Nobody catching that guy when he puts on the afterburner.
I was just about to quote a stat. Our statistician, Stephen Hacker, in here keeping track of things for us. I was just about to say that Logan Jack was the leading receiver in the game so far until that pass, and Deezer Powell takes that over.
Yeah, he might actually have more catches, but yardage, nobody, even in the league, is touching Powell. 370 yards coming into this game. If he averages nearly 200 yards a game, we haven't seen the last of Deezer Powell.
So the extra point is good, and New Orleans goes up 21-7 with 5:26 left in the half. And Queen City's got to make a move here and make some adjustments.
Yeah, down 14, 5 minutes to go here in the second half. You need to try and put some points on the board before going into your halftime, into your locker room. Try to build some momentum here because New Orleans is running away with it.
Kick will come down inside the 10-yard line. J.K. Johnson will get it back out to the 25 before he stopped. And Queen City will take over first down and 10 at that point.
Rich, something we didn't mention, this is actually, and you might have it, Orleans' home opener. They've actually really impressively had 2 games away on the road for their first two games of the season, both wins.
No, I did not mention that. I should have mentioned that earlier. I did not mention that. Hand off to Ash Odom, and he's only going to get 2 before he stopped. Mac McDaniel on the stop again. 2nd down and 8. The other piece of trivia about this game is this is the first meeting between these 2 teams. I don't think I mentioned that or you mentioned that yet, did you?
Yeah, they've never met before. And boy, what a first meeting this has been with New Orleans just looking lights out here early.
I formation behind Caswell. Going to go to Odom. Trying to go to the left-hand side, but he is going to get stopped. Ray West with a big hit. Drops him for a loss. Bring up 3rd down and 9.
Well, I know a lot about Ray West, the former Dallas Lobo linebacker for us last season. Transitioned to defensive tackle there. Not fooled on the running back delay. Able to bring Odom down in the backfield.
Odom single back behind Caswell. Drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Throws across the middle, and that one's knocked down by Kappa Jones. And that'll bring up a 4th down for Queen City.
And Villanueva's second dropped pass. Certainly Caswell uncomfortable in the pocket, had to move up, deliver that ball probably a little quicker than he wanted to, but he delivered it on a dime. Should have been caught Hit the wide receiver in the hands, but he drops it.
So that'll force another punt by the Corsairs. And it'll give New Orleans another chance to tack some more points on the board before half. Fumble on the play. Queen City picks it up. He's going to return it down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Queen City. Special teams does it. And Achilles Frank scoops that up and gets into the end zone.
Well, pick your jaws off the floor, folks. This is the kind of game-changing play. Queen City needed to get back into this one. The punt return there just fumbled. And as you said, Frank really quick to get on top of that. And the athleticism to pick it up and run. Just a terrific play by Queen City and a desperate spark that they needed here. Possibly going into halftime down 14 now. Looks like they're only down by 7 if this field goal goes through. Extra point, excuse me.
Sometimes you just need a spark to change that momentum, and special teams or defense can give that to you. And
it was looking really dark for Queen City there, with an opportunity possibly to go down as much as 21 before halftime, especially the way this New Orleans Pharaohs offense is played. But we've seen this Corsairs defense come up and make a stop when they've needed to against New Orleans. It just hasn't been very often here in the first half, but certainly they're capable of doing it now. Maybe with that little jolt, the defense will, wake up a little bit and get in here and get a good stop on the Pharaohs offense.
4:08 left in the half. New Orleans will return that punt, and they'll hold on to that one. Get it out to the 33-yard line, first down and 10, Pharaohs.
Yeah, and Achilles Frank on that tackle as well. That guy's just blowing up people in special teams.
He's a little motivated out there.
Oh, yeah, I would be too. Especially seeing what this offense has done to you here in the first half.
Trips to the left for Xander Gold in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Throws across the middle. It's complete out into Queen City territory. That's Matt Wolf on the catch. Down to the 44, first down and 10.
Well, I said last season that during his rookie year, Xander Gold had maybe one of the most impressive arms I've seen here in the SFL, and he just makes it look so easy, Rich. Delivering that ball with power, with strength, with accuracy. This guy can make all the throws and has grown so much here in his second season, leading the Pharaohs to being undefeated and up at this point by 7.
Xander Gold drops back, throwing to the right-hand side. Complete. Again, Matt Wolf. He'll gain 6 that time. Stop made by Farrell Rains. 2nd and 4.
What a 1-2 combination Wolf and Powell have been for the Pharaohs. Wolf, really that steadfast security blanket that Gold can go to for those shorter out routes or if you need something complete for a first down the middle. And then Deezer Powell, the deep threat, throwing the long ball and really scoring a lot of points. Just a great 1-2 combo.
Gold saw something, changed the play at the line. He's going to throw it to the right, and it's complete for a first down. Deezer Powell tiptoes along the sidelines, gets his feet down.
And that was one of the biggest questions coming in here for New Orleans. They only had 2 contracted wide receivers, their running back and their quarterback, and that's all they had on offense. And so, the thought was they're going to have to rely on some role players in order to get the job done. But honestly, that trio of the halfback and the wide receivers has done more than a lot of the wide receiver corps in the league have.
Going to Logan Jack right up the middle, has plenty of space. Good blocking by the offensive line. He's going to get 7. Bring up 2nd down and 3. Logan Jack kind of fills both of those spots for him, obviously. That, an extra either tight end, wide receiver kind of combo, plus that running back spot.
It's kind of a catch-22, Rich. Do you try to stop the run? Do you try to stop the pass? If you try to stop both, you usually can cover neither.
Exactly. High formation going to Jack again. Tries to bounce it to the outside, but he gets clotheslined by Avery King. It's going to be a loss back to the 28. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
Well, that's Avery King, the outside linebacker for a long time as we hit the 2-minute warning here.
That'll bring us to the Quip 2-minute warning. Quip Designs delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibrations. Brush head refills for $5, refilled every 3 months, covered for life with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in the chat, and your purchase will help support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean. So 3rd and 5 for the Pharaohs. Trips to the left. Gold drops back. Delayed handoff to Logan Jack, and he's got all kinds of room. And that'll be a first
classic
down.
Excuse me, Rich. That's the classic shovel pass there for first down. It fools everybody, and that actually counts as a pass in the stat sheet there, Rich. Which that's the shortest pass in history, but
yeah,
but it still works and works to perfection there. And let me tell you what, that doesn't. You have to have a special back in order to make that work. Somebody that has enough speed in order to make that transition, and Jack just perfectly does it.
Going to Jack again, and he's going to get stopped after a 2-yard gain. Avery King on the stop again.
And New Orleans doing anything really that they want to, running this clock, probably want to try to put, certainly going to try to put some points on the board here before halftime, but maybe strategically thinking, well, let's use up some time on the clock here to not allow Queen City to try and make another spark kind of play on the other side of the field.
2 wide this time for Xander Gold. 2 backs. Drops back. Thrown to the right. Completes. And they're going to say no, he didn't get his feet down. Deezer Powell just couldn't get him down that time.
Yeah, and didn't look very comfortable in the pocket there for Gold. That's something unusual for him. He's usually the guy that stands tall in the pocket regardless of the traffic around him. But there just looked a little bit uncomfortable. The pass rush getting to him a little bit. Moved slightly in the pocket enough to throw the timing off there.
Trips to the right this time for Gold. In the shotgun. Looking to throw. Throws right. Into the end zone. Touchdown! New Orleans. Deezer Powell adds to his statistics for tonight.
Yeah, and a nice little corner route here for Powell. Gets him really wide open. Let's take a look at the replay. It looks like he does a little bit of an in and out route there and really finds the seam in the zone to allow, a quarterback like Gold's going to find you every time when you have that much separation between the defenders.
Yeah, he got a stop on that or a step on that defender and made some got some separation. And that wasn't a real difficult throw there for Xander Gold. Just had to get it over that defender and into the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like the cornerback was releasing the coverage back to the safety. That kick was nearly blocked there, but yeah, it just looks like they were in the midst of communicating, actually handing off the coverage from one defender to another, and then Powell was able to use that corner route to go more towards the corner of the end zone and giving him enough separation to give a nice wide open window for Xander Gold to zip it through.
57 seconds left in the half. And New Orleans goes back up by 14. That puts Deezer Powell at 107 yards on the day so far with 2 touchdowns. And we haven't even finished the first half.
Yeah, 100 more to go to reach his average. Which certainly doable as we're only through one half of first.
That's right. J.K. Johnson brings that one back out to the 28-yard line, and Queen City will try and make something happen before the half. They've got 3 timeouts and 58 seconds or 52 seconds to work with. In the shotgun, A.J. Caswell. Looking to throw, throws to the left, throws it downfield to the left, knocked down, nice play. That's who I thought that was, Aaron Arrington.
Yeah, the ghost makes an appearance right at the right time, as he usually does, knock that ball away. It's going to be his 3rd pass defend of the season. But yeah, what's interesting in this game for me is Queen City's offense just hasn't been able to get the running game going. In the passing game, although they've got 3 contracted wide receivers, they've been going to Villanueva, their non-contract, a couple of times, and he's really let them down.
Going to go to Ash Odom to the right-hand side, has some room, gets it across the 40, down close to midfield before he stopped. Good run by Ash Odom, and Queen City will call a timeout.
Yeah, before that play, you would maybe think, why would you run the football? You have limited amount of time. You've got 3 timeouts, but you need to get the ball down the field. Well, it's because you've got a guy like Ash Odom in your backfield, a game-breaking back who on any single play can take it to the house. So you got to come with who you brought to the dance. You got to dance with them. And so you're going to have to use Odom in this game plan because you know that he's a big part of this offense, maybe the biggest, most important piece of this offense.
Twins to the right. Back up under center, A.J. Caswell. Short drop, looking to throw. Throws left, almost picked off, but nice catch. And Hacker gets a first down, but does not get out of bounds.
Whew, Rich, that should have been picked off.
Yes.
I mean, Aaron Arrington had a beat on that one.
Going to go back to Odom. Going to the right-hand side, but he is stopped, and they're going in the hurry-up. No timeout this time. Back up under center. Drops back to throw again. Throws across the middle, incomplete. That was another dangerous throw. That time knocked down by Tank Bennett.
Yeah, that play call is really for those out routes in order to try to get short yardage, maybe get it out of bounds really quickly. But instead he goes to J.K. Johnson trying to get something down the middle. But Tank Bennett just all over that. Not even close really to getting a catch there. And it does effectively stop the clock with 15 seconds left.
Curtis had some separation going toward the boundary out there, so they may have been able to get that thing out of bounds.
Maybe just wanting something more than just the 4 or 5 yards.
Twins on both sides this time for Caswell. Ash Odom behind him. Looking to throw. 5-step drop. Throws out downfield. It's complete. Ash Odom out of the backfield. Calls the timeout.
Yeah, nice sneaky play here by the running back. Excuse me, Rich. Not really known as being a great wide receiver in the league out of the backfield. Can certainly do it, as he shows you right there. And what it does, it puts Queen City in field goal range. I think they'll go ahead and kick this one, Rich.
Yeah, 9 seconds left and 1 timeout. They're not taking any chances. They're going to go ahead and go for it. It's going to be a 39-yard attempt. Got 1 miss so far tonight. Hit the upright on his first attempt. Hold is down. The kick is up. And that one is through and good. So Queen City puts 3 more on the board before the half. Much better outcome than his first attempt.
Yeah, that it wasn't. I don't think it was the cleanest connection between the center and the holder. It looked like the holder had to actually go up a little bit to get that and put that one down. But good job of the kicker with the concentration, getting it through and not letting that miss bother him.
So New Orleans will try for a good return here. Spin move gets it out to the 30-yard line, and they have 1 second. 1 second, and I would imagine we're going to get a kneel down here.
Yeah, kneel down or a run, but you know what? I've been surprised before in the past, Rich.
Yeah.
You know, they could really blow out this game if they went, let's say, a deep ball to Deezer Powell. If they call that up here, and they could just go ahead and put this away at halftime.
Yeah, they're going to run it or throw it, and Deezer Powell is lined up on the outside. Or in the slot, in the slot. They're going to go to Logan Jack. He lowers his shoulders, but he's stopped by Nacho Sicario. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. New Orleans 28, Queen City 17. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. So if I look at the stats for Logan Jack, he had 42 yards rushing on 11 carries, but 61 yards receiving on eight receptions. Passing yards for New Orleans, Steven, 261 to 104 for Queen City.
Yeah, they didn't, they certainly used Jack in the passing game, but what I was surprised was how much downfield used Wolf, used Deezer Powell. I mean, this has just been a clinic offensively for New Orleans, and for the Corsairs just having trouble stopping this offense defensively. And on offense, able to come away with 1 early score, but since then, they've got their touchdowns off a special teams fluke and 1 field goal made, 1 field goal missed. So You've got to question the Corsairs offense, maybe not used to scoring or having to try to keep up with the kind of offensive firepower that they're getting out of the Pharaohs here, at least what we saw in the first half.
And here's a name that's suspiciously missing from the stat sheet for tonight. Actually, he has one target, and that's Chris Curtis. They haven't really gone to Chris Curtis much tonight.
Yeah, that might be the Pharaohs' defense really keying in on the Pro Bowler, saying, all right, you can go to anybody else but Chris Curtis, but certainly would not be surprised to be calling his name much more in the second half, as the Corsairs are going to be pressed to pass to try and get back into this ball game. I don't think they're going to eliminate Odom out of the game plan entirely, especially through the third quarter. They just try to get something going. They try to keep mixing up their offense. But at a certain point here, the Pharaohs have just looked dominant, Rich, through the first half. I don't see that changing. And so that means Queen City's going to have to get their air attack going.
I agree with that. Ash Odom is a big weapon, but you don't. With as dangerous as that New Orleans offense was, you really don't have time to drag this out and grind out scores, long drives with taking up lots of time.
And the Corsairs have the firepower in their wide receiver core to get back into this game through the air.
So here we go, starting off the second half. Again, Rich Pratchett here, your play-by-play commentator, Stephen Mullinex, my color commentator, sitting next to me in the booth, and Stephen Hacker on stats, keeping us up to date with what's going on. And that return will come out to the 28-yard line. First down and 10, Queen City.
Corsairs have an opportunity to get on the board here and bring this into a one-score game. So very important that they've made some halftime adjustments, hopefully seen a flaw or two in this Pharaohs defense, try and take advantage of it and get on the board early.
First down and 10 for Queen City from their own 28-yard line. Single back. Drops back to throw, looking over the middle, complete, and it's going to be a 6-yard gain for Chris Curtis. We just talked about Chris.
Yeah, and probably I would think that Chris was in the offensive coordinator's ear at halftime saying, hey, you guys haven't looked my way very often there in the first half, just once. Get me involved. Let me get a chance. Give me a chance to get this team back in this game.
Two backs, twins to the right for A.J. Caswell. Going to hand it off to Ash Odom, going to the right-hand side, stiff arm, and he's going to get the first down. Brought down by Mac McDaniel, but he made somebody pay in the backfield.
Yeah, that's certainly not the way that play was drawn up. You don't ever want to have to rely on your running back to have to break a tackle behind the line of scrimmage in order to make some yardage, but it is what it is, and Odom's the player that he is, and he's a guy that will deliver punishment if you let him. If he gets enough momentum behind him, he can bury even defensive tackles and defensive ends.
He put that linebacker, Gary Bertier, 6'4", 240 pounds, put him on his back.
Yeah.
Nice run by Odom there, gain of 4, second down and 6 now for Queen City.
Yeah, and Odom's no slouch himself at 6'1", 230, so he does bring some power with him when he runs, and obviously there with the shoulder charge on the previous play.
Twins to the left for A.J. Caswell. Ash Odom, single back. Going to go to Odom this time. Up the middle, has some room, gets the first down, stopped just across the line to gain. First down and 10 from the 47 of New Orleans in their territory.
Well, we were just talking about Odom's power. How about his patience, Rich? Able to really great vision there to read his blocks, weave through the traffic, and get as many yards as he could to convert that for a first down.
Caswell throws over the middle, complete. Stephen Hacker again out to the 31-yard line, first down and 10.
Well, the mind games continue to be played out there in the secondary as they bring Hacker in actually just on a slant route. A lot of times we see that receiver will fake in and go back out for the out route. Here they just let him run through. I think it made the defense stutter just for a second, and Hacker had that was wide open there in the middle of the field.
Twins to the left this time for Caswell. Hands it off to Odom, going right up the middle, but he is hammered by Mac McDaniel. Man, McDaniel has come to play tonight. He has made some big hits.
Well, this kid is known for laying the wood, and him and Batir, they really make a great linebacker combo, arguably the best in the league. And that's one thing that you never have to worry about them is them being able to dole out the punishment.
2nd and 9, drops back to throw. Caswell with plenty of time. He's going to dump it off across the middle, but an incomplete. Intended for J.K. Johnson. He just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird sidearm throw there from Caswell. And I think that might have just thrown off the chemistry a little bit. And maybe Johnson looking upfield a little too, instead of looking that ball in. Might have been worried a little bit about number 55 coming in, Mac McDaniel, after seeing the punishment that he's laid out on the field to Odom tonight. I might be looking twice too, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. If I saw him coming at me, I may think twice. 3rd down and 9. Trips to the left this time for Caswell. Odom by himself back there. Plenty of time. Throws to the left. It's complete. And Stephen Hacker steps out of bounds at the 19-yard line. 1st down and 10. That's Hacker's 7th catch on the night. Having a good night here, the rookie.
Oh, yeah. Give Hacker a lot of credit, too, because they were playing man defense, and Hacker able to get away from the line clean, get past the defender, and get into that out route, but knew where he was on the field, so he actually cut out right ahead of, just past the 1st down marker to ensure that was a 1st down conversion.
Twins to the left, one to the right. This time for Caswell. Goes to Odom. Coming off the left-hand side. He's going to get out close to the 1st down, but stop just short. Just short of the 1st down. Bring up 2nd down and inches from the New Orleans 9.
Bit of hesitation in his game. I really like it. What Odom does really takes just a millimeter of a millisecond to really read the field and then takes off real decisively. So really like that patience by the runner.
We don't do metrics. That's okay.
That's right.
Hands it to Odom, goes to the right-hand side. He gets the 1st down. He stopped after a short gain by Tank Bennett, but he did get the 1st down.
What are we, SFL Europe here?
That's right. That's absolutely right. And I was going to say, we're not doing a London game or a Mexico City game. So
That's true. That is true. Maybe able to use that. We'll have to switch up the metrics when we go into the games.
I formation. Caswell drops back to throw, goes to Ash Odom coming out of the backfield, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage by Mac McDaniel. Or no, they're going to give him the 1st down. Or he got the 1st. Sorry, no. He got a yard. Sorry, he got a yard. 2nd down and goal from the 8.
That's right. Yeah, I think we're seeing a stark difference between these releases for these running backs. New Orleans is simply ready with a linebacker out there to cover the running back.
Drops back to throw, throws into the end zone. Caught, touchdown. New Orleans, Stephen Hacker. Nice tiptoe catch on the boundary there.
Yeah, that's actually for Queen City, which they needed that for sure to get back into this ball game. But really, Stephen Hacker just going to a spot and stopping, and then Aaron Arrington just in such bad defensive position, he can't get there in time to knock the ball away. And, Hacker, 6'5", 235, actually able to stand tall and put his hands up in the air, and the ball just went right into his gloves.
So Queen City cuts the lead here. Extra point. Cuts that lead to 4. New Orleans 28, Queen City 24. 6:19 left in the 3rd quarter. Stephen, if you weren't here, nobody would know who in the world was playing who with me tonight because I just can't keep things straight.
No, we talked about those number 88s. They're just crossing the rosters for us tonight. No, but no problem. Look, it's just a key part of this game that Queen City was able to, on their first series in the 2nd half, able to go down the field and get in the end zone. That's huge for the confidence of this offense.
Good return out to the 31-yard line. Aaron Arrington, 1st down at 10, New Orleans. So Xander Gold will come out. He is 22 for 29, for 274 yards and 3 touchdowns so far today.
Wow.
Offset I. Twins to the right, one to the left. It's going to go to Logan Jack out of the backfield. Makes a man miss. It's going to gain 7. Stopped by Achilles Frank.
Yeah, what a luxury to have a guy that can be such an effective receiver for you, and he can also run the ball. I mean, it's just crazy the versatility of this guy. And you know, a lot of people didn't know what Logan Jack would add to this offense after being the 10th overall pick. But boy, he's just been everything for them.
Jack right up the middle. He's going to get the first down. Avery King on the stop. But, again, like I said, not before he got the first down, 1st and 10 from the New Orleans 44.
Yeah, going back to Jack, Rich, you know, Donk Bonkers was the key man, the running back for this team last season that nearly got into the playoffs at 6-6. But Bonkers departed in the offseason. They got Jack, and, boy, what a terrific debut he's had.
Going to Jack again to the left-hand side. Plenty of room. He's going to get 8 on this one. All the way out to the 48-yard line into Queen City territory.
Well, we talked about patience on the other side of the ball with Ash Odom. Here, the rookie Logan Jack shows a lot of great patience to follow his block, and I think he squeezed every ounce of yardage he could out of that play.
Everybody in close this time. Single back. Logan Jack. Going to go to Jack again, right up the middle. He lowers a shoulder, trying to get the first down, but Avery King is going to keep him short. Bring up 3rd down and 1.
And that's just a veteran move by King. You know, this is a formation we've seen the Pharaohs like to go to that little swing pass out of. So you've got to watch for both the run and the pass out of this formation. Here, 3rd and 1, will they pass it? Will they run it? That's what this defense will have to figure out.
Again, same formation, going to Logan Jack again, and he gets the first down this time.
Yeah.
Again, Avery King on the stop, but he got enough.
Yeah, just enough of a push, again, to just get the yardage that they needed. Mission accomplished out of that formation. Able to just keep the defense second-guessing itself. And, boy, this is a situation right here at this point of the field. Queen City needs their defense to step up.
New Orleans going with that same formation. Everybody in tight. Just handing it off to Logan Jack up the middle. Avery King stops him for no gain. Now here is where you line up in that same formation and now swing it out.
Yeah. Certainly they haven't found really an answer to that swing pass there. And you would think after being walled there on 1st down that they would likely go to the pass different formation now.
Twins to the right, I formation. Drops back to throw. Throws over the middle. Intercepted on the tip. Nacho Sicario on the interception. Gets the ball back out to the 39.
Yeah, and that's just a tough play there for the Pharaohs. It's number 35. Brock Cartwright, the fullback, unable to bring that pass in. And, boy, how many times we've seen the ball intercepted off a bobbled pass. It just really is kind of like a layup for the defense. You're just giving them an opportunity. And, boy, Queen City now with all the momentum here in the second half, scoring on their first series of touchdown, now get the ball back on a turnover.
Big stop for Queen City. Trips to the left this time for Caswell. Goes to the left-hand side. It is tipped and out of bounds. That was dangerous. Arrington, again, if he would have been a wide receiver, he'd have caught that one.
Yeah, the Casper, the unfriendly ghost, nearly comes away with that one for pick 6. And, boy, that would have really soured this comeback for Queen City. Arrington plays it perfectly, eyeing the receiver, and then happened to look towards the quarterback and see the ball coming right at him. Boy, if he just had a fraction of a second, had seen that ball earlier, that one would have went to the house.
2nd and 10, Queen City. I formation. Going to Ash Odom out of the backfield. He's stopped by Mac McDaniel. Gain of 4, bring up 3rd down and 6, and he's not wanting to get up real quick.
Yeah, that has been the difference in this game. I think those swing passes to Odom as opposed to those to Jack. that Mac McDaniel has just an amazing athlete, has just been all over Odom anytime he goes out there to go and try to receive the ball there. Odom had a blocker in front of him, but McDaniel just gets around him so easily.
Caswell in the shotgun drops back. Plenty of time. Throws it across the middle. It is complete for a first down. But that was a little dangerous there. Complete to number 85. That's Brian Seek, the tight end.
Yeah, the one thing that we're not seeing from Queen City yet, and I expect for us to see more of it this game, well, if they need to go deep downfield. We haven't seen a lot of that. More of these conservative, safe plays to keep them in the game.
Sits in the pocket, throws downfield, complete. Chris Curtis with his first catch. No, his second catch. Sorry, second catch on the night.
And, of course, perfect timing as I put my foot in my mouth, as I often do, and say they don't do these deep plays, and then they promptly hit a 25-yarder there by Curtis. And good to see him more active here in the second quarter. And you can see the impact it's having on this offense, getting 84 involved. It seemed to be the spark here that is leading to this comeback.
Yeah, they've got to go downfield here to stay in this game or make this comeback. That's complete. Again, Chris Curtis decided to start working Chris Curtis, and that's another first down. Queen City in the red zone. First down and 10 at the 19.
Yeah, it's almost as if, Rich, they forgot he was on the roster that first half. And in the second half, they suddenly go, does Chris Curtis have any catches?
Yeah.
No? Oh, well, I forgot he was on the team.
Going to Ash Odom, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, Oof. And Mac McDaniel lays the hammer on him again. Gain of 4.
Wow, I don't know if I've seen McDaniel have this kind of impact. And I mean, he is just really lighting people up in this game. And now so much so that he needs to take a breather on the sidelines. Not good. That's not good for this Pharaohs defense as Queen City's in the red zone.
Trips to the left this time for Caswell. Ash Odom, a single back. Going to give it to Odom. Bounces it to the right-hand side, but he isn't going to gain. He'll gain 1 on that one. Stopped by Gary Bertier. Bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I guess it's okay for the rookie to take a breather as long as you've got Batir out there to patrol the middle and bring people down. Here's a surprising thing, Rich. Coming into this game, Mac McDaniel had 3 tackles. I think he had that in one series in this game.
I think so. Going to throw left. It's complete. And sliding to make that catch with Stephen Hacker. That is a first down. First and goal at the 6. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. New Orleans 28, Queen City 24, but Queen City in the red zone getting ready to score again. The SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music, is also brought to you by Quip. Perfect oral care delivered. Richard's Printworks, the official shop of the SFL. Score Stream, official score updates app of the SFL. And Spy Goat, the sound choice. Going to go to Ash Odom up the middle. He's going to gain 3 up to the 2-yard line, second down and goal.
Yeah, Odom taking number 90 there for a ride down the field. Just great power by him. I'd say give it to him again, but they're sitting here in shotgun.
Odom to his right in the shotgun. Twins to the left. Looking to throw, has time, throws to the left in the end zone, caught. Touchdown, Queen City. Stephen Hacker with his 3rd touchdown of the day.
Wow, the stash brings this one in pretty easy. 50-50 ball. Just an amazing, actually not easy at all, Rich. Let me take that back. Just an amazing athletic play by Hacker to go up and get the ball. There's an opportunity there for a defender to get on that, but Hacker just makes a better play. And boy, what trust Caswell must have in number 88 there. He's puts it there, in a precarious situation, but one where he trusts the receiver to come down with the ball.
The extra point kick is up and good, so Queen City takes the lead here with 10:29 left in the game. And Stephen Hacker now 10 receptions for 88 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wow, a career day for Hacker. Yeah, we've been calling his name a lot tonight, and it just so happens he's still getting his numbers despite the fact Chris Curtis has been more involved in the second half, which I think has been really key to turning this thing around for Queen City. But if I'm not mistaken, Rich, the first time in this game, Queen City's actually had the lead.
I believe you are correct. Return comes out to the 31-yard line, first down and 10. Now Pharaohs as they try and regain the lead here in the fourth quarter. A.J. Caswell now has gone over 200 yards passing, 20 for 28, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Xander Gold, empty backfield, 4 wide. Sits in the pocket, throws left, incomplete, almost picked off there by Avery King. It's another one of those sidearm throws.
Yeah, and I actually think that's just poor play design. You know, you never really want to have 2 receivers in the same area. It makes it confusing about whose ball it is, but also it groups the defenders there in the same area. Sometimes when you do that, the strategy is if you have 2 receivers in the area, one catches it and then one instantly becomes a blocker, potentially give you a big play, but there, just confusion.
I formation behind Xander Gold. Looking to throw, throws left, going to Logan Jack out of the backfield, and he is stopped by Zane Doty. Gain of 3, third down and 7.
Yeah, I don't know what Jack's happy about there. That was just a 3-yard gain, but hey, you got to take your small wins when you can get them, I guess. But there's a critical third down for Queen City. If they get a stop here, it's going to be big.
Trips to the right this time for Xander Gold. Throwing deep to the right-hand side and completes. Wow. Knocked down there by Farrell Rains. Intended for Deezer Powell, trying to go deep to Powell again.
Yeah, and that's a great job by Rains. I mean, look, Xander Gold had all the time he needed. Really delivered a strong pass. If he maybe gets it out there just a little bit further, that might be a touchdown. And we're talking about this ball game being back in New Orleans' hands again. Instead, it's a punt here in the fourth quarter with Queen City already having the 3-point lead.
Yeah, Queen City's defense has definitely made some adjustments and come out to play in this second half. Punt's going to come down at the 25. Good return by J.K. Johnson out to the 33. First down at 10, Queen City. 9:41 left in the fourth quarter.
And knowing this Corsairs offense, they may want to try to salt away the game a little bit here through Ash. They have the lead, but I'd take the opposite approach with Chris Curtis and the night that Hacker's having. I'd go for the throat here, Rich.
I agree. If you're successful, keep your foot on the pedal and keep going. Ash Odom to the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, and that stiff arm almost got him free, but he was knocked down there for just a short 1-yard gain.
Yeah, after seeing a run like that, it makes me want to second-guess myself a little bit. If Ash Odom's going to break 2 or 3 tackles every time you give him the ball, it's just a matter of time before he's going to break through. And certainly you have to consider the fact that they've been pounding on this defensive line for New Orleans and pounding on this defense, and at some point Odom's going to break through.
Going to Odom again, right up the middle. He's got some room. He's going to get out close to the first down. Gain of 8, third down and 2.
Yeah, Batir there to save the bigger play, but he can feel that momentum. But here's an opportunity again, this time for the Pharaohs defense to come up with a big third down stop on 3rd and 2 and try to get their offense back the ball and hopefully maybe get them the lead.
Going to Ash Odom, trying to get that first down. He ducks under the tackle, and he gets the first down. Stopped by Kappa Jones, but not before he just got the ball across the line to gain.
Boy, that veteran is savvy, isn't he, Rich? I mean, get that duck under.
Yes.
Just enough to get the first down. And what does that do for you as an offense? It gives you another first down. It gives you an opportunity to further run this clock down. Just a savvy move by the veteran running back.
Going to go back to Odom, and he's going to go up the middle. McDaniel makes the tackle. Gain of 3. So Odom approaching 100 yards. He's at 88 on 21 carries. He's working hard tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Twins to the left, one to the right. Going to go to Odom again. He has to try and bounce it to the outside, but no good there. Mac McDaniel again on the stop. Brings up 3rd down and 9. They're going to have to go to the air here, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm surprised, especially seeing the amount of cushion the defensive backs were giving the wide receivers. I would expect Coswell maybe to call an audible and take advantage of that. Instead, they're going to be satisfied with trying to salt this game away through the clock.
Trips to the right this time for Caswell. Drops back, sitting in the pocket, has time, goes to the right, and first down. They're going to give it to J.K. Johnson. Wow.
Oh, I might be calling a challenge on that one. Be worth it for New Orleans to try and get a 4th down opportunity here. But looks like they're just going to let it go. Wow, what a great individual effort there by Johnson. As we had a really great camera angle on it, Rich. We saw the ball land right on the yellow line.
Hands off to Odom, going to the right-hand side. Gary Bertier there on the stop. They're definitely trying to run this clock out. 6:49 left in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 9.
Boy, can you tell the difference really between these teams now, Rich, here at the end of the game? I mean, Queen City making the clutch plays. You know, they're not big, splashy plays. They put a pretty good amount of points on the board, but typically they don't. They just do everything they need to do at the right time in the right situations.
Going to left-hand side, completes. Stephen Hacker makes a good catch, gets his feet down. 3rd down and 5 now for Queen City.
Well, Hacker tried to do the right thing, tried to stay in bounds, but they stopped the clock anyway, saying that he fell out of bounds. So, but still, you know, this is a smart, savvy Queen City team that has you know, plenty of rings on their fingers. They know what they're doing, in the right way to end these ball games.
Drops back. Caswell sits in the pocket, goes to the left.
Wow.
1st down. Complete to Elgin Villanueva.
You've got 3 contracted wide receivers, Rich, and you go to the non-con, get you down the one that has dropped the ball a couple times in this ball game, and it basically is going to allow you to really, really drain this clock now, and they're nearly in field goal range.
Caswell looking to throw again. Plenty of time. Goes to the left. Boy, that was a dangerous, dangerous throw. Gary Bertier came up and just about picked that one off.
Yeah, Bertier eyeing the quarterback the entire time. Nearly got in front of that one and able to, you know, bat it away and come away with it. But, boy, dangerous pass that you mentioned. And this would be the time I would expect them to use Odom more, but opting to pass on 1st down.
Twins to the right, one to the left. Drops back to throw again. Throws deep across the middle. It is complete out across the 20-yard line. Chris Curtis brings that one in. And Queen City's in the red zone at the New Orleans 18.
Rich, it's like they're changing their philosophy within this series. Initially, when we thought they should be going for plays like this, they were running the ball. And they've been just satisfied to get the short completions to just keep moving the chains. But now it feels like here on these last 2 downs, they are trying to get in the end zone.
Yeah, I agree. They're wanting to put more points on the board. Trips to the left. Drops back. Odom stays in to block. Throws it into the end zone. Knocked down.
Ooh.
And is that Farrell Raines again? I didn't see the number.
I didn't either, Rich.
I missed that. Sorry, no. That was, again, I get my numbers mixed up. That was Kappa Jones.
Kappa Jones, yeah.
Kappa Jones.
Well, I think Hacker had an opportunity to catch that. And look, if he would have came away with a great pass, it would have just capped off his career night tonight. Just wasn't meant to be, but that doesn't mean they're done with him in the end zone tonight.
2nd and 10. Going to Ash Odom right up the middle, and Mac McDaniel lays another smackdown on the running back, and that was not Ash Odom. Oh, yeah,
that was McDaniel.
Was that Caswell on the keeper?
Oh, yeah, that was Caswell on the keeper.
McDaniel's
just, you know, and I'm not sure I'd be running the quarterback, especially against this linebacker for the way that they've been hitting. That could knock your quarterback out of this game. And, boy, not worth the risk.
Sits in the pocket, going Dash Odom out of the backfield, and he's going to get stopped for a short gain there. Curtis Compton, the free safety, comes in to make the stop. The SFL sponsored this year or this season by MediaTek Institute. Visit mediatek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into your profession. MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear for men and women. And Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. The 31-yard field goal attempt by Ricky Matthews. Low snap, but the hold gets down. The kick is up, and it's good. The Queen City kicker puts one through and extends the lead for the Corsairs.
Well, Rich, this one was sloppy. A really rough exchange between the center and the holder. But fortunately, their special teamers able to get a good enough blocks to hold, the Pharaohs at bay and able to give their kicker time to get that one through. So now that makes this a 6-point game. That means that the Pharaohs, a field goal is not really going to help them here. They're going to need to get in the end zone.
3:54 left to work with, and the Pharaohs still have 3 timeouts. Return comes out to the 31. But we've seen this Pharaohs offense. If they can get it back in gear, they can score quick.
Yeah, Corsairs defense really has locked them down here in the second half after they looked unstoppable in that first half. But, yeah, certainly, as you mentioned, if the Pharaohs can get it going again, boy, they're tough to stop.
First down and 10, New Orleans from their own 31-yard line. Again, 3:50 left on the clock. Drops back to throw. Xander Gold going to Logan Jack out of the backfield, and no gain. And they're going to go hurry up. Under 4 minutes here. Looking to throw. Shovel pass to Logan Jack, and that one worked again. He's going to gain 8. Bring up 3rd and 2. Avery King on the stop. I formation. Looking to throw. Xander Gold sitting in the pocket. Throws across the middle. It's complete. Deezer Powell on the catch. Gets it down into Queen City territory at the 36.
Yeah, just a great job of Deezer Powell getting that separation between him and the defender. And then in the middle of the field, suddenly he's covered by a linebacker. Whoop, that's not good against Deezer Powell. Able to really provide an open window there for Gold. And look, you got to like the confidence of this second-year kicker. Doesn't seem frazzled or in a rush at all.
2 backs behind Xander Gold. Drops back. Throws to the left. It's complete. And he got his feet down. Gain of 5. Matt Wolf on the reception.
And Oscar Dunkley in coverage. I think maybe this defense a little winded there, Rich. I think Dunkley had an opportunity to get in front of that ball, but might have just not had the stamina to do so, as these no huddles really do seep the energy on both sides of the ball.
Going to go with a power I. 1 receiver out there for Xander Gold. Drops back, looking to throw. Throws it across the middle and short, and it will be a first down. Caught out there by the tight end, Roman Vickers. 1st and 10.
Yeah, gave him forward momentum there. Give him a little credit. But, wow, Rich, how quickly we've gone down the field. Now we're knocking on the red zone.
Ball sitting at the 26-yard line. Xander Gold's going to throw it to the right this time again to Deezer Powell, and he gets it down inside the 5-yard line to the 2. Stopped, a touchdown-saving tackle by Pharaoh Rains.
Well, Deezer Powell able to go 0 to 60 in a flash. Look at him turn this ball around. 360, catch the ball and know where he's at, orientate himself, and then hit those booster jets that we've seen him be so successful with early on in this season.
And that'll bring us to the quick 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left, and Queen City still holds the lead, but New Orleans knocking on the door. Yeah, Deezer Powell's acceleration there after that catch was astounding.
Yeah, he doesn't waste time dancing. That's for sure.
No. Everybody in tight. Single back. Logan Jack hands it off, and he is going to be stopped for no gain. That'll bring up second down and goal at the 2.
I wouldn't be surprised they can continue in that formation, Rich, and maybe throw one out on one of those swings they love to do. That's what you've got to be ready for if you're the Corsairs here.
Again, everybody in tight, heavy package here. Logan Jack, single back. Xander Gold's going to go to Jack again. He cuts it to the right. Stop just short. Woo. Just short. Nacho Sicario on the stop. Third and goal at the goal line. Inside the 1 yard line.
This is 4 down territory if I'm the Pharaohs.
Oh, absolutely.
So you got to get this one in.
I formation's going to throw it. Going to Logan Jack out of the backfield into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boy, we talked about last time they were on the goal line. Line up in that heavy package and go on that swing pass.
Yeah, and you know it's all on the agility of Jack here. Is he able to bring that ball in, not allow his momentum to take him out of bounds, instead able to turn upfield just barely and get that one in. That ties this ball game. This extra point could give the Pharaohs the lead with just over a minute to go.
So on the foot of the kicker, Zan Lee. And the kick is up, and it's good. So that extra point puts the Pharaohs in the lead, 35-34. 1:03 left on the clock. Queen City still has 3 timeouts.
And Rich, what keeps coming back to in my head is that missed field goal. What a difference in this ball game making that field goal would have made here. Instead, now the onus is on the Corsairs to have to try and go down the field with 3 timeouts and kick a game-winning field goal.
Kickoff comes down inside the 10-yard line, close to the 5, returned out to the 28-yard line, and Queen City will take over there 1st and 10 with 58 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, if this holds the way it is now, this will be the 3rd game in a row that I've done that is decided either by a made or a missed field goal.
Wow, I don't know if you're good luck or bad luck, Rich.
I don't either. Trips to the right, single back. Caswell drops back, throwing to the right-hand side. It's complete. And across the first down, Chris Curtis on the reception. 1st and 10 at the 39.
And great route, and just not defensed well.
Throws it across the middle. Hacker on the reception. Gain of 7, and we'll get Queen City taking their first timeout. 41 seconds left.
Sorry, Rich. Excuse me. Yeah, and this really bodes well for Queen City. You know, they don't have to go deep down the field, which they haven't been doing in this game. They can take their time and methodically just move it into field goal range, and then they've got to rely on their non-star kicker, which we've had extensive conversations about in this game.
Caswell drops back, throws left. It's complete to Hacker, and actually he stepped out of bounds. Did not catch that ball before stepping out. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And we just got corrected in the chat, and I actually looked down at the stats, and they're right. Queen City's kicker did not miss that field goal. That was New Orleans' kicker.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah,
my apologies.
I apologize, guys. That chat will always catch it for us.
Yeah, that's what they're good for.
Yeah, that's right. Twins on both sides this time for Caswell. Ash Odom in the backfield. Caswell drops back, sits in the pocket. He's under pressure. Sacked! Sacked, and Queen City will take their second timeout. Ray West gets his first sack of the game.
Well, how ironic would it be, Rich, if it's the defense that steps up here and wins this ball game for New Orleans, forcing a 4th down and 7 attempt by Queen City. They get a stop here, and the Pharaohs will come away with it.
So 4th down and 7, 4th down territory, obviously, for Queen City. Drops back to throw. Caswell, plenty of time, throws it across the middle. It's complete, and Stephen Hacker comes up big, makes that catch, gets into New Orleans territory. 24 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to spike it to stop the clock. Queen City still has one timeout left.
Good job of time management here, saving that timeout for when they want to go for a field goal. But, boy, how clutch has Hacker been tonight? I mean, that's a huge catch on 4th down to extend this series and giving his team another opportunity to get in field goal range and win this game.
So A.J. Caswell under center, drops back, sits in the pocket, throws across the middle again, complete. Complete to Chris Curtis. Curtis coming up big in the second half. 1st and 10 at the 29, and they're going to spike it to stop the clock again. 9 seconds left.
Wow, I don't know if you just don't kick this ball here. I mean, that's what I would be comfortable in doing, but maybe you just don't trust your kicker that much, so you're just trying to get every ounce of yardage that you could. Maybe a run, since you have a timeout, maybe a run to Ash Odom. Nope, they're just going to go for the field goal.
They're going to go for the field goal. This is going to be a 45-yard attempt for Ricky Matthews. 9 seconds left on the clock. New Orleans up by 1. Queen City trying to make the win. The kick is up. And it's good.
Wow, clutch.
Ricky Matthews comes through in the clutch.
Oh.
Wow.
It wasn't as close as we thought. That was fading to the right there a little bit, but hey, it does the job. And now, can we talk about that field goal? Can we say that field goal has an effect on this game, chat? Is that all right to say now? As New Orleans is down by 2, a field goal would have won the game for them here. But, you know, different scoring situations, who knows what have happened. But an opportunity for the Pharaohs to run this one back.
And that will bring us to the end of this one.
Wow.
What a game. Corsairs honestly looked out of it in the first half, and they come back to win this game. 37-35 off the foot of Ricky Matthews.
Yeah, what a game. Rich, what a game. Offensive scoring there in the first quarter. Then we saw the defense come back, saw the offenses come back, saw some halftime adjustments, and then Queen City start to come alive there in the second half. And then at the very end, the Pharaohs surprise us. They come down the field, score, and they put the onus again on Queen City. Just a back and forth game. Queen City comes away with one here in the home stadium, spoiling the home opener for the Pharaohs, now making the Pharaohs 2-1 as Corsairs go up to 2-1. Just wow, what a terrific game.
Chris Curtis gets 82 yards receiving in the second half. He did not have a catch in the first half. Stephen Hacker with 113 yards receiving. Just comes out as a rookie. Deezer Powell, 169. He didn't not quite make his average.
Well, it's close enough.
That's right. That's right.
And we didn't talk enough about the rookie Hacker. I mean, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, ridiculous what he was able to do through the air, and really was there Chris Curtis there in the first half. But look at the quarterback numbers: 4 touchdowns for Gold, 3 for Caswell. These running backs, they had a presence. They didn't have like a big bust out games on the ground, but certainly had their impact. But this was a kind of a passing affair on both sides of the ball, and high scoring game, enjoyable to watch.
Yes, all over 600 yards passing total. And Stephen Hacker, the rookie, comes out as the player of the game. 14 receptions, 113 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 8.1 yards per catch. Good game, Stephen. Well, folks, that'll bring us to the end of this one. It was a fun game, Stephen.
Yes, it was.
So from New Orleans, I want to thank you for joining us on this Monday night. Again, this is Rich Pratchard for our statistician, Stephen Hacker, my color analyst, Stephen Mullinex. This is Rich Pratchard saying good night from New Orleans. See you next time.
Dilly dilly.